Alright, y'all, so today we're going to be talking about the AKG Y600NC headphones right now. We're going to do a little review about them. I've had them for about a week. And as a reminder, I bought these with my own money. This is not a paid review, nor was it provided by AKG. The reason why I bought these headphones is, first of all, some company, I forget what company it was, but someone did like a news article about how these things were on sale. And these things were originally $350, and right now they're $60, which is a crazy deal. I was like, why are they on sale like that? So I tried them out and I see why. A couple reasons why they're so low is because these actually came out 2 years ago in the rest of the world, and in the United States they just came out. So it looks like Samsung, because Samsung owns AKG, as you can see over here, a Samsung brand. It looks like they're basically trying to probably get rid of their inventory because they've been discounted for $60 since, like, I think Christmas. It's March right now. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about my basic thoughts. We're gonna start with the pros. Also, if you want to know anything like any of the features and stuff like that, I went through that thoroughly in a separate video of an unboxing video. So I'll leave that link below. I'll link it up here, and you can just simply click on that if you want to just know a little bit more about the headset. So we're gonna talk about the pros right now. The first pro that I have is, first off, the sound. Oh, the sound is so amazing. Now, I knew I was going to be satisfied because, first of all, AKG back in the day had great sound. Back when they used to put headphones inside your phone box, you put AKG headphones, the little earbuds, and they would always get praised for sounding great. And they did sound great. And another thing is that I see these people right here. And these people right here, do you know what other headphones they make? JBL headphones. And JBL headphones always sound great. I love JBL headphones because their sound signature out of the box is amazing. It always sounds great. I always love their sound signature. So I already knew these were gonna sound good, and they do. They sound great. I think for an average user, these are gonna sound perfect out of the box. You don't even have to mess with EQ or anything, and they're gonna sound good. What I will say is, when you get to higher volumes, I did sometimes feel like, just depending on what you listen to, that sometimes the instruments overpowered the vocals. But again, when I tested this, it's really hard to kind of see what's causing that, because it's like on a song per song basis, right? Like some songs don't do that, some songs do that. Or like depending on how high your volume is. So I noticed when you go over 50%, like 60, 70%, when they're really loud, the instruments are really loud, and sometimes the vocals aren't as loud. They're like almost there, but like a tad not as loud. Especially if you listen to certain like metal or rock sounds. That's where I really heard it at, because there's a lot of instruments just going on. So there is one thing to consider. I would say if you listen to rock or metal, leave these things under 50% volume. But yeah, that is a pro. The sound. Another big fat pro is, of course, if you're a Samsung user, which I am, you have this thing called the UHDQ audio, which is basically high-res audio. It's basically like the LDAX codec. As you know, you can only use LDAX on an Android phone, but on this codecs is only Samsung phones only. So because it's only Samsung phones only, it's basically like LDAX. It's basically like high-res audio with wirelessly. When you turn that on now, they go from sounding great to sounding like awesome to just mind-blowing amazing. The mids are there. The bass is hitting hard, not too hard, but it's hitting hard. The vocals are there. The vocals become far more pronounced, especially when you turn on to that mode, in my opinion. Also, they just sound really good, even at like 50% volume or like above 50% volume. And yeah, I would, first of all, if you have a Samsung phone, I would definitely turn on that feature first, because it makes the headphones just sound so much better. Like the problem I said with the vocals, sometimes feeling like they're overpowered by the instruments, and it isn't as crisp, as clear. If you listen to like rock or heavy metal, you won't have that problem when you turn on this. For some reason, it seems to like make that problem disappear. So that was a big that was a big pro for me. Another thing that I do like, I like the slider, because it actually, and I can actually show it here on my phone, play something from my channel. So if you can see that here, my gaming channel, if you can see that here, when you slide this up, it's gonna turn up the volume. As you see, turns up the volume, turns up the volume, turns down the volume. So you slide to the left, turns down the volume. And it does it pretty quick and pretty fast. So that's something that's really cool that I've never seen done, and I actually really like that. I like that better than buttons because it's really easy to just go do and then be done with it. Like, I really like that feature. I thought that was really, really cool. But sadly, that's all I have for the pros. It's just the sound, which I guess is the main thing that matters. Oh, the headphones does come with an app. I did show off the app in my unboxing, but I will show it off. So here is the app. The only thing I like about the app, again, is that you have a custom EQ and you can create your own EQ. I had no need to do that because they sounded fine for me. But if you want to change the sound signature, you can do that. You can also, they also have auto off. Now this was kind of broke for me, so I didn't really use it that much. They also have auto play and pause. So if you want to take off your headphones, it'll automatically pause them. You want to put them back on, it'll automatically play them. I hate this feature on any headphones, so I turn it off automatically. And then you have smart ambient and then turn TalkThru. Now, let me start off with the cons. Let me just say one thing. One thing I hate is that you cannot, I repeat, you cannot turn off NC on here. So noise canceling is on regardless. You can never turn it off. There is no option. These are the 3 options that in this. And if you go into tips, there is no option to turn it off. You can't. You physically cannot turn NC off, noise canceling off. And that is really annoying and really dumb. I actually don't understand why you can't turn it off. You know, you would think that would be a feature because basically like every single noise canceling headphone has that feature. But these don't. And that's just something that's really dumb to me. Okay, that's a con. Another con is when I tried auto off, because I love auto off, okay, because because sometimes you have on your headphones and you're watching something, you sleep, you're on the couch and you fall asleep because the person who's talking has got like this super monotone, soothing type of voice, okay? And then, you know, if you're like me and you don't have autoplay on YouTube, the video stops and then there's nothing playing and then they'll turn off. You know, my Bose used to do that. So I was like, oh man, do these things have that feature? And I don't think that they do, because when I turned this on, I kid you not, I was listening to music and then all of a sudden it just stopped playing and my headphones turned off while I was listening to music. So I think these things just turn off and they just auto turn off whether or not you're listening to something. And what's weird is that it like doesn't let you choose like a time limit, like, hey, 25 minutes after blah blah blah, auto turn off, or like 25 minutes after there's nothing playing, auto turn off. Like, it's just like, nope, you get no choice in that. We're just gonna automatically turn off and not even tell you when. So to me, this was just a dumb feature. This could have been left off. This was stupid. Okay, that's to me. Look, I say the EQ is good, but that's about it. Another big con here is this: you only get Ambient Aware or TalkThru. You do not get both. So it's turned on with this little weird button right here that's like texture, so it's got this thing in the middle. You only get it when you press the button, okay? You only get one or the other, so you have to change which one you want based on the app. You cannot have both at the same time. You get one or the other. Another con, personally, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't even get the point of that. You know, you can't be like, oh, we got both, but you can only use one. Like, that's kind of dumb, if you ask me. So, again, those are the cons. The app, besides that, is just lackluster because that's all you can do in it. You only get it for firmware updates anyway, and it also doesn't have weird permissions. Like Soundpiece app. Soundpiece app has some weird tail permissions that it wants you. It wants your photos and everything. This doesn't. This doesn't have any of those weird permissions. So, that's that. Now, what I will say is another con. And you're probably like, dang, Jill, there's a lot of cons. I'm sorry. That's why I left them for last. But I'm just being truthful over here. Another con, let me turn these off. Another con that I just don't like is that, you know, they literally are on here. And they're like, oh, yeah, we have the comfort fit ergonomics for hours of peaceful listening pleasure. Like, no, you don't. Why are you lying for? Let me tell you something. These are made out of metal. You can tell because they're super heavy. Okay, compared to something like my Sonys, when I first bought them, they was light as day, and they barely had a clamp force. It was not uncomfortable by any means to wear them. The first day of wearing these, the clamp force is real. All right, that mug is clamping on your head. And let me tell you something. These things gonna be hitting on your temple when you first get them. Maybe my head is just too big or something. I really ain't got no big head, but like, they is thick and they heavy. And like, now the ear cups feel good, but like, it's just the clamp force. The clamp force is really like look at that. The clamp force is really strong. That's because these are metal. That's why they remind me of like the old JBLs I used to have back when I was in high school. They were metal and they broke so easily because they were metal and they just weren't durable. And they also had a very strong clamp force because they were metal. So it took me a while to break them in. So I finally just now, it's been about a week. So I finally just now got to the point where I've broken them in, and now they don't feel the clamp force isn't as hard as it was the first week. So if you keep wearing them or you keep stretching, I just kept doing like this, or like doing like this and putting it on the couch arm so it'll be like a head, so that they would stretch. Once you do that, they feel much better. They don't feel as clampy once you start doing that. So I know once you break these in, they will definitely start to just feel better. But just know that out of the box, they do not, they are not comfortable. I don't know who thought these were comfortable out of the box, to be honest. They have a strong clamp force. So for me, after I wore them for like 2 hours, I had to take them off my head because it was like too much. The clamp force was too much. But now it's better. It's not like that anymore. It's not as bad as that anymore, but that's just for future reference. This is why literally most headphones, like now, you notice they're not made out of metal. They just do plastic and they just make it feel premium, because a lightweight I would rather have a lightweight headphone than a metal headphone, than a heavy metal headphone. And I say that as someone who's had metal headphones before. Like, when I tell you the Sonys feel great on your head, they feel great on your hair. They're lightweight. They're plastic. They're not metal, but like, no one cares because they're lightweight and there's no crazy clamp force. Like, it feels fine. So there is something to just know. And also, this right here is this right here. This is disrespectful. There is little to no padding. Let me tell you something. This is disrespectful. This is not even padding. This is literally, we stuck a piece of rubber on here and called it a day. Like, there is little to no padding. So, so the first week, what I would recommend is stretch them out, wear a hat and wear these. That will definitely help with the clamp force. That did for me. And then I could finally start wearing these without a hat. Another thing is just the ear cups. Now, they are nice. They are premium. They feel real good and nice. But this circle shape, if you have small ears, ignore what I'm saying. This is fine for you. But if you have like pointy ears or somewhat longer ears, what's going to happen? I have pointy ears. So like, what's going to happen is like about like right here, the tip of your ear is just going to be hitting on that because it's not going to be in here. So like, that is something to consider. I feel like this hole is just too small if you have pointy ears. I'm actually going to show you my Sonys and show you what I'm doing. All right, like these right here, these are my Sonys, the M4s. Now you can tell they are worn out. I've had these mugs for over 2 years now. And oh man, they are definitely worn, torn. I'm gonna need to get some new ones. But look at the padding on this. Do you see this? This is actual leather, and it's actual padding in between it. It's just not a piece of rubber. Like, look, bro, these are so heavy I can't even freaking hold it with one hand. Look at the difference. Like, it just, like, look at that. It's so much better on here. And then another thing is, these are really loose now because I've worn them for so long. Look at the ear cups. You see how they're this shape? They're the oval shape. So like, these are big ear certified or pointy ear certified because my ear actually goes in all of this, right? With these, I'm gonna do it this way. They're not that. If you have small ears, you'll be fine. But if you got somewhat pointy ears, you're not going to be fine. It's going to be hidden at the tips here. And yeah, we're going to put these away now. Another con. Just a con. Just something that you also just need to know is that if you lay your head, like let's say you have these on like this, and then you have your head and you're laying on something, like on the side of something, like on this side where the volume rocker is, it will, because you're laying on it, it will just turn up your music blasting point and just make your ears bleed. I've had it happen. I actually laid on this side on the couch and it turned up, and I was like, no, and I turned it down. So that is something to consider. Do not, if you're gonna lay your head down, lay your head on something with these on, lay on this side and lay on this side. This is probably why they don't do this with other companies now. But first of all, okay, now I'm not trying to be petty, because I really like these headphones despite all the cons, but I'm just being real up front so that, like, you know, if you want to spend $60 on these, you know what you're getting, okay? Another thing, you don't get a traveling case. You know, these originally cost as much as the Sonys, right? And with the Sonys, I at least get a nice, hard, solid travel case. You know, I might not use it, okay? I might not use it, but listen, I still want it because I paid for it, right? Okay, you want everything you can when you pay for something. Now, if these things originally cost $350, this is just petty. Okay, AKG, I know y'all ain't doing that no more because Samsung basically made y'all a dead company, but AKG, like, what the heck is this? This is petty. Where's my traveling case at? Y'all gonna give me a traveling pouch like I paid for like $100 headphones? When I kid y'all not, y'all, there are like headphones, they're like Soundcore, and they're like $100, and you get a traveling case. It might not be a very good one, but you get a traveling case, you know what I'm saying? You don't get no pouch. This is just petty. I will say, the pouch do feel nice, you know, it's got that nice little texture to it, but besides that, you know, this just petty, you know? It's got some nice fabric in it, but that's just petty, you know? And then, yeah. I'm sorry. This just blew me. This is beyond petty. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. But again, so the verdict. All right. Now, what I will say is this: if you have a Samsung phone, buy these, no doubt. Buy these for the sound and let them be like your secondary headphones, because the sound is just so amazing on these that they're worth it, right? But if you have a Samsung phone, I say if you have a Samsung phone, because of the simple reason that this comes with this. And this is Samsung only. So if you don't have a Samsung phone, should you buy these? I don't think you should. I think you could probably find a better option, like something like the Soundcore Q35s or the Soundcore Q45s, which have better battery life. They still have high-res audio wired in wirelessly because they have LDACs. And you're gonna have a better app support. Still gonna have EQ. You're gonna have all the features I talked about this has, but actually better presented. You know, like you can turn off noise canceling. You can have ambient mode and TalkThru mode. You know, you can get better from that. Or, you know, if you want real noise canceling kings, you could always just get a pair of the N4s and buy them when they're on sale. Don't buy things when they're full price. When I tell you these mugs go on sale all the time, they go on sale all the time at Best Buy. Literally go to a Best Buy, get a pair of these when they're on sale, and literally just get a warranty. And then when they break and when they look terrible like this, just take it back to Best Buy and get a new one. Like, literally, that's all you do. But anyway, so I would say if you don't have a Samsung phone, don't buy these. If you have a Samsung phone, definitely buy these. They're a good buy because you get that high-res audio and they just sound amazing. If you don't have a Samsung phone, I personally wouldn't buy these. I would probably get something else like a Soundcore headphones that's around the same price as this. Because Soundcore headphones would be like the Q30s are like what? They're like $79 on like Amazon, and then like the Q35s are like $100. But just wait for the Q35s to like go on sale, and they'll be like $80 or something like that. I've seen them that price. I think that's a better buy than these are if you're just an Android user. If you're not even an Android user and you're watching this, do not go out and buy these. Won't be worth your while. Don't even buy the Soundcores either because you don't get high-res audio anyway. I only bought these because you get a higher res audio wirelessly and they just sound amazing. So if you like what you see here, consider liking the video, subscribing, or leaving a comment. Do you guys have these headphones? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Again, I love these headphones because they sound amazing, but that's about it. I just love how they sound. Everything else is just like, whatever. All right, catch you guys next time. Peace.